Go now in week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's zone defense right away here defensively, and I know that these linebackers and DBs are going to be tested throughout. They passed the first test, though. This one falls incomplete.
He'll get this into the hands of the wideout from LSU. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. You talk about this Bengals defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And when you're getting ready to face the number 1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they...
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Charlie Jones deep for Cincinnati. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the Bengals make their way out on offense for the first time, led by their 5th-year quarterback out of LSU, Joe Burrow.
And the guys on the other side of the ball know they'll have to be on their toes. And it's obviously not just the passing, but the running element that makes him dangerous. He ran for over 100 yards in that game last week, so keeping him contained will be a big emphasis for this defense.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 79 yards. And the Bengals will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
7-0 is our score, ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 3rd and 7.
Go, Cutter! Go, Cutter! Go, Cutter!
It's 3rd and 7.
Here we go. Out, go.
Now Jones. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Logan Wilson, the one who got in there and dropped him to the ground. On to punt, Jamie Gillen. Jones on the return. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he's an early front runner for MVP in the NFL here in the first half of the season. As you can see, he's a league leader in passing yards. at this stage of the game. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
12.
Now it's Burrow. He'll buy some time right. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Burrow, a 21-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The possession switching back to the New York Giants. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11 after that sack. 3rd and long. Tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time. On is Jamie Gillen to punt this one away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. On the return is Jones. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position.
11.
Now it's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. They juked him. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll roll him out right. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Burrow, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Hardly any time taken off the clock there. 2 plays, and they find the end zone for 6 points. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could.
Jones hit and the ball's out. And the Bengals grab it. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A lot of times we talk about being opportunistic as a defense as a whole. Right now it's becoming just one guy on this defense.
And he is doing such a fantastic job because everyone emphasizes.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Burrow taking it in from the 20. And the Bengals add 6 to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and it is 28-0. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. And he returns this to the 22. And New York set to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Here we go. Calm. Apple.
Singletary to get the drive started. And a short pickup to about the 25.
Holding. Offense.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. Singletary again. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Here's Jamie Gillen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's Jones. A beautiful fake. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Here we go. 11 mighty.
Here's Burrow. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bengals have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half.
McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
So plenty of fireworks here early. 35-0 now as the kick is away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big this early. But that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. You talk about this Bengals defense. It's quite a unit. #1 in the NFL against the pass.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. In motion right is Robinson. From the gun on third down, Jones able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Half jumbo.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this one is incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And the Bengals grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Now Burrow. Looking deep here for Chase. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Down the sideline he goes. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Burrow. What is going on here? 4 first-quarter touchdowns. Unbelievable. And the Bengals have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it is 42-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. They go right back to Singletary. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game?
Jones hit and the ball's out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. Make it 2 weeks in a row now. He's kind of been Johnny on the spot. A fumble recovered last week, and now 2 in a row.
Reminds me a little bit of an old teammate of mine. We used to call him the Vulture because he would swoop in and clean up after the play was made. But, boy, we said it with a lot of affection because he made a lot of game-changing plays by getting to the football that had been knocked loose.
What was your nickname, by the way?
Can you go get me some water, guy, please? The rest of us will play.
Right. Too humble. Flush to his right. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Burrow, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are pouring it on. McPherson now for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them in plus territory. Excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. There's a short one caught by Johnson. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
That's good for a Giants.
Here we go, hey.
1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Jones. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. This is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.